Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to really dig into uh, this whole thing with AI, right? Everybody's talking about it, AI homework hackers. And is it even possible to stop students from using it? Or should we be teaching them to use it the right way? We've got a ton of research lined up for you, some news stories, heck, even a peek at what some countries are already doing about AI in schools. So if you're a student yourself, a parent, maybe your teacher, or even if you're just curious about like how this whole AI thing is going to shake up education, this is the deep dive for you.
Yeah, it's funny. We talk about AI in the classroom like it's this, way off in the future kind of thing.
Right.
But the reality is
It's here.
it's already here.
Yeah. It's not just, robots grading papers anymore, right?
Yeah.
We're talking AI that can write you a whole essay, solve some crazy math problem, even make art,
Oh, yeah,
It's wild.
it is.
And you know what really blew my mind? Did you know over 90% of undergrads in the UK have already used AI for school? I saw that stat and I was like, are you kidding me? I remember when I was in school, just like sweating over algebra homework.
Yeah.
And these kids have got AI
Okay.
that can basically do it in their sleep. It's crazy how fast this technology is moving,
Yeah, it really does highlight how quickly everything's changing. And it really brings us to that big question.
Yeah,
Do we fight it or do we sort of embrace it?
I know. Because trying to ban it completely, I mean, that seems pretty much impossible at this point. It's like, what are you going to do? Put the genie back in the bottle or something?
Yeah.
But then there's the other side of it.
Right.
What about the potential for straight up cheating? Can't just ignore that,
Absolutely. Concerns about academic integrity, they're totally legitimate.
Yeah.
We've already seen things, over 400 cases of AI-assisted cheating were reported in Scottish universities.
Well,
That's not nothing.
yeah, that's a lot.
And then there's that case at the University of Southern Queensland. This nursing student got penalized, and they were saying they didn't use AI. But apparently it came down to IP addresses and the timestamps on the edits they were making.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that one really stuck with me because it makes you wonder, how can you even prove someone used AI to cheat? Can you? Even, with the tech always changing and getting better,
Right.
is it even possible?
It is. It's super complicated, and it's something educators and schools, they're really wrestling with it right now. There's no simple answer.
Yeah. So where do we even go from here then? If banning AI is off the table and proving someone misused it is next to impossible,
Yeah.
how do we even make sure students are actually learning and not just letting the AI do all the work?
Well, some countries, they're taking a pretty proactive approach. Estonia, for example, they've got this national program called AI Leap, and they're actually working directly with companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, and they're giving high school students access to all these AI learning tools and training.
Wow.
And get this, they're aiming to reach 20,000 students, 3,000 teachers.
Whoa, that's huge.
That's commitment.
Estonia's all in, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, they're always ahead of the curve with tech, it seems.
They really are.
Yeah.
But so are they just teaching kids how to code AI, or is there more to it than that?
It's way deeper than just the code. What's really cool about Estonia's approach is they're not just focused on the technical skills.
Okay.
It's critical thinking, it's problem solving, it's making ethical decisions.
Right.
In a world where AI is everywhere, they're basically saying, look, AI is here to stay, so let's teach our kids to use it responsibly, use it thoughtfully.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. It's not about making everyone an AI expert, right?
Right.
It's more about learning how to live in a world where AI is just everywhere. Kind of I don't know, how we teach kids about internet safety, not just how to use the internet.
Exactly. And that kind of approach it's catching on.
Yeah.
More and more people are realizing that AI literacy, it's not just for students.
Great.
It's for everyone. It's essential.
Okay, so AI literacy is key. But what does that even look like in reality? How do you teach someone to be AI literate?
That's where things get really interesting. It's not just about, learning to use some specific AI tool.
Right.
It's about understanding what AI can do, what it can't do.
Yeah.
It's about being able to think critically about the info that AI is giving you.
Right.
And to recognize is this biased? Is this inaccurate?
Yeah.
It's about using AI ethically and responsibly.
So it's not just knowing how to use the tools. It's almost like understanding the power of AI, but also like the potential downsides.
Yeah.
It's about using AI in a way that actually benefits everyone, not just, to get your homework done faster.
You got it. Exactly. And, there's some really great resources out there to help with this.
Oh, yeah.
Organizations like Digital Promise, they've created these AI literacy frameworks specifically for educators. And they basically give you a roadmap, like how do you teach students about AI in a way that's actually engaging and makes sense to them.
Okay, that's pretty encouraging, actually. It sounds like there's a real effort, like, underway to give students, like, the knowledge and skills they need to actually do well in this world where AI is everywhere.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Even with the best programs, some students are still going to try to use AI to cheat. Right? Like cut corners.
Yeah, that's a fair point. There's always going to be people who try to game the system.
Right.
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. It's like saying we shouldn't teach kids about honesty and integrity just because some people still choose to cheat.
Yeah, that's a good point. So if we can't just like rely on students using AI ethically, what else can we do? Do we need to like completely rethink how we test knowledge in the first place?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
In a world where AI can write an essay or solve a complex equation, what does it even mean to know something?
Yeah.
Does memorization still matter?
Right.
Do those, like, traditional tests, exams, do they even hold up anymore?
Like the whole game has changed.
Exactly.
And now we're trying to figure out the new rules.
That's it, exactly. And there are no easy answers here.
Right.
But one thing is for sure.
Yeah.
We can't keep doing things the way we've always done them.
Right.
We've got to, like, stress test our assessments, see if they're really measuring what we want them to measure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, think about those video game developers.
Right.
They're always trying to stay one step ahead of the players, the ones looking for cheats and exploits.
Oh, yeah.
Educators, we're kind of in the same boat now. Got to be creative, think outside the box when it comes to these assessments.
So instead of just testing for, like, rote memorization, straight up facts,
right,
we need a way to assess, like, do they really understand it? Can they think critically, apply it to the real world, all that?
That's it. We need assessments that make them show their thought process, their problem-solving skills, their creativity, the stuff AI can't just fake.
Okay, so we're talking like a major shift in how we approach education.
Right.
Not just how we teach, but how we measure if they're learning at all.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
It is big, but it's necessary. And it's not just about like reacting to AI. It's about making learning better, more engaging for the students.
Right, because memorizing a bunch of facts and figures.
Right.
That's not exactly the most fun way to learn.
No.
No one's like excited about that.
By focusing on those higher level thinking skills, real world stuff, that's when learning gets more relevant, more interesting, and honestly more effective.
Now that's a future of education I can get behind. I like that.
Yeah.
But let's switch gears for a sec. Talk about China.
Okay.
They're doing some pretty big stuff with AI education too, right?
Absolutely. China is investing a ton in AI education, like every level, but especially universities. They see AI as this key to economic growth, to staying competitive globally, and they're making it a core part of their education system, no doubt.
Yeah, not surprised, honestly. I mean, they've been pretty upfront about wanting to be the world leader in AI by 2035, right?
That's right. And they're backing that up with serious money for education. You've got universities like Shenzhen University, Zhejiang University, whole departments dedicated to AI research and teaching.
Wow.
They're offering degrees specifically in AI, data science, machine learning, all that.
So it's not even just teaching the skills. They're trying to create like the next generation of AI people, right?
Yeah.
The researchers, the innovators.
Sailed in a whole pipeline of talent to fuel those AI ambitions.
Makes you wonder, is this like a preview of what education is going to be like everywhere? Will every country have to like pour money into AI education just to keep up?
It's a good question, isn't it? Don't have a crystal ball or nothing.
Right.
But I think it's safe to say AI's role in education everywhere, it's only going to get bigger. Whether everyone follows China's lead, who knows?
Yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. And it brings us back to that AI literacy thing,
Mm-hmm.
If AI is going to be this huge force in the future,
right,
got to make sure everyone's got the knowledge, the skills to handle it, not just the AI specialists.
Couldn't agree more. AI literacy, it's not optional anymore.
Right.
It's as important as reading, writing, and arithmetic.
It's about giving people the power to understand AI,
right,
to use it, and to even shape how AI develops in a way that benefits them, benefits their communities.
That's it. And it's making sure everyone has a chance to be part of this AI-powered future, not just a few lucky ones.
Well said, well said. We've been talking a lot about like the risks of AI in education, the challenges, all that.
Yeah.
But let's not forget there's potential upsides too, right? AI is not good or bad by itself. It's a tool. Like any tool, depends how you use it.
You're absolutely right. And I think sometimes we get caught up in the negative, the cheating, the jobs being lost, the ethical stuff.
Yeah.
But AI could also like totally revolutionize education in a good way.
Okay, I'm listening. Lay it on me. How can AI make education better?
Well, one of the most promising areas is personalized learning. AI can be used to like tailor the lessons, the instruction to each student's individual needs.
Oh.
Imagine every student's got a virtual tutor that knows how they learn best, their pace, what they're good at, what they struggle with.
That sounds pretty awesome, like a totally customized education plan.
Yeah.
But how does that even work, practically speaking?
So you've got these AI-powered platforms that track how the student's doing.
Okay.
They can see where they're stuck, give them targeted help, feedback, change how hard the material is, recommend extra stuff to look at, even suggest different ways to learn.
So it's not just about throwing information at them. It's about like a truly individualized experience.
Exactly. And the benefits are like huge. Personalized learning, it can help students actually learn better, stay engaged, really grasp the material. And it helps teachers, too, see who needs that extra help, give them the support they need.
It sounds like it could be a game changer for students who've always struggled in school. You know, whether it's learning differences, not having great teachers, whatever. Could even the playing field, maybe?
That's the hope. Of
Yeah.
course, there are challenges, right? Got to make sure everyone's got access to the tech, deal with potential bias in the algorithms themselves. But the potential's there, for sure.
Love that vision. I really do. But let's be real for a sec. Personalized learning for everyone, that's a massive undertaking. It's not just the tech. Teachers got to think about it differently, too. Their whole approach has got to change. Are they even on board with this?
That's a great question, and it's something researchers, policymakers are really looking into right now. There's definitely some hesitation, some worry about being replaced by robots, right?
Right.
But there's also excitement, about how AI can support teachers, make their jobs better.
So it's not about replacing teachers. It's about like AI boosting what they can already do.
Exactly. AI can handle the kind of routine stuff like Gradlin papers, giving basic feedback.
Yeah.
That frees up the teacher to do the stuff that needs a human touch, mentoring, encouraging creativity, building those relationships.
Makes sense. Using AI to make the human side of education better, not get rid of it.
That's the idea. It's about finding the right balance, humans and machines working together.
So we've talked personalized learning, but what else? Any other ways AI can make education better?
Well, AI-powered tutoring is showing a lot of promise. Imagine you've got a tutor available 24/7.
Okay.
Any subject, anytime, anywhere.
Wait, AI that can actually teach? Like, seriously?
These AI tutoring systems are getting super advanced. They can answer questions, explain things, give you practice problems, even adjust to how you learn best, how fast you go.
It's like having a personal tutor in your pocket.
Exactly. And it could be huge for, how we think about extra help outside of school.
Yeah, I can see how that'd be great for, students who can't afford private tutors or, live somewhere without a lot of educational resources.
For sure. AI tutoring could help close those gaps, make things more equal for everyone.
So we've got AI, personalizing learning, providing tutoring on demand, supporting teachers.
Yeah.
What else is coming? What's on the horizon?
Well, using AI to assess how students are learning, but in a more nuanced way, that's really picking up steam. The traditional tests, multiple choice and all that.
Right.
They don't really tell you the whole story, do they?
No, it's mostly memorization, specific skills, not like the big picture understanding.
Exactly. AI can help us get past that. AI assessment tools, they can really dig into a student's work, see patterns, get insights that we humans might miss, give more personalized feedback.
So it's not just right or wrong. It's about seeing how they're thinking, where they might need extra help.
Precisely. And it's about feedback that actually means something.
Right.
Something that helps them learn and improve.
That's a really cool idea. I like that. So AI can help us get a much richer picture of how a student is learning, not just a grade.
It could. And it could also help us spot the students who are at risk of falling behind.
Right.
And get them help early.
That's huge, right? Catch it before it becomes a big problem.
Exactly. A more supportive system that adapts to each learner. That's the goal.
It's inspiring to think about what AI could do for education, really.
Yeah.
But like any powerful tool, got to be careful, right? There are downsides.
Absolutely. We got to move forward carefully, address those concerns head on.
So let's talk about them. What are some of the risks of AI in education?
One of the biggest ones, we've touched on it before, is bias. AI algorithms, they learn from data, and that data can have like societal biases baked in.
So if the data used to train the AI is skewed in a certain way, the AI could just keep repeating those biases, right?
Yeah.
Like in its recommendations or how it grades.
Exactly. Say you've got an AI that's supposed to recommend career paths, but the data it learned from shows mostly men in STEM fields.
Okay.
It might be less likely to recommend STEM to women, even if they've got the talent and interest.
That's a serious issue, you know?
Mm.
It means AI could actually make the inequality in education in society even worse.
It could, and it's something we've really got to watch out for.
So what can we do about it? How do we make sure AI in education is fair for everyone, every student?
Well, first step is awareness, right? Got to know that bias is a possibility and take steps to stop it.
Okay.
This means looking closely at the data used to train these systems, making sure it's diverse, represents all the students, and making algorithms that are transparent, accountable.
So making sure the data itself is fair and the way the AI is programmed doesn't just keep repeating the biases.
That's it. And then got to keep checking, keep evaluating to make sure these systems are being used fairly.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
But super important if we want to use AI for good in education.
Absolutely. Worth the effort, for sure. The potential of AI in education is huge.
Right.
But we got to keep our eyes open about the risks, take steps to deal with them.
Well said. I think this is a good spot to wrap up part 2 of our deep dive into AI homework hackers.
Sounds good.
We've gone over a lot, from the cheating problem to how AI could personalize learning, help teachers make education more effective, more fair. Been a pretty fascinating discussion.
It has. It's complicated, that's for sure. No easy answers, but a lot of exciting possibilities.
Feels like we're at this turning point with education. You know, AI is changing things up left and right, and it's on us to figure out how to use it responsibly, effectively, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. And it's funny. We always talk about the skills students need to succeed in the future.
Right.
But maybe we should be thinking about the skills teachers are going to need.
That's a great point, actually. Like, what kind of skills are we talking about here?
Well, for one, teachers got to be okay with using AI tools themselves, right?
Okay.
Understand how they work, how to put them into their lessons, how to use them to, assess how students are learning.
So it's not just, being good with computers.
Right.
It's understanding how to use AI to teach, basically.
Yeah.
Pedagogy, like you said.
Exactly. And being able to really think critically about AI and what it means for education.
Yeah.
Teachers got to be able to look at an AI tool, spot potential bias, make sure it's actually helping all the students.
So they need to be AI literate themselves, not just teaching it to their students.
Right. And it's not just about each teacher individually. It's the whole system. Got to adapt.
Yeah.
We got to give teachers the training, the support they need to really bring AI into their classrooms well.
That's a big challenge, though, isn't it? Where do we even start getting teachers ready for this AI future?
Professional development's key, I think.
Okay.
Give teachers chances to learn about AI, try out the tools, connect with other teachers who are already using it.
So building a whole culture of AI learning and innovation in schools.
Exactly. Give teachers the power to be the leaders in this. They're the ones in the classroom day after day. They're the ones who are really going to shape how AI gets used.
That's a really good point. It's not just about the tech. It's about the people. It's about giving teachers the tools to use AI to create, a better learning experience for every student. More engaging, more effective, more fair, the whole deal.
And, thinking back to those homework hackers we were talking about,
Yeah.
maybe instead of seeing them as a problem, we should see them as a sign that students are excited about this tech, ready to use it.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, the future's here, let's go.
Exactly. And it's our job as educators, as a society, to guide them, help them use these tools the right way, ethically.
We like that. Shifting from fear to opportunity.
And remember, AI isn't going anywhere.
Right.
It's going to be more and more a part of our lives, and we got to prepare our students for that.
Well said.
Yeah.
All right, I think that about wraps up our deep dive into AI homework hackers.
That's good.
We've talked about a lot today, the challenges of AI cheating, the potential for personalizing learning, supporting teachers, and really creating a better education system. Been a really interesting conversation. I've learned a lot, honestly.
Me too. AI is already having a big impact on education, and it's only going to get bigger. Exciting time, but we got to be thoughtful, careful, make sure we're using AI to help all students and build a more just world.
Absolutely. To everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Hope you found it informative, maybe even got you thinking. And keep the conversation going. Check out the resources we mentioned and really think about AI, its role in your life, in the world. This isn't just some theoretical debate. It affects all of us.
And hey, maybe one day we'll have AI co-hosts on this show. Who knows?
Oh, come on now. Some things are better left to us humans. For now, at least. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those brains buzzing.